the West often feels it has things to teach China about ethics.
Yes.
Does China have things to teach the West about ethics?
I think so. I think the warmth of human relationship is always a beauty. Confucius said, "What a far to have friends coming a long way." So anyone who has contact with China experience such sort of hospitality. It's really a generous treat, not only in terms of gifts, but in terms of the care for personal life, and also the long-term orientation as identified by Gerd Hofstede, that it is not only this generation, but also the next generation can still reap from this warm relationship built through business, but more on a personal level. And the other is that the law, merely by playing with the legal standard, it can be costly, it can also be adversary. So I never expect China could have as many lawyers per capita as in the United States. It's a very costly process. And so therefore, there are different problems. For example, you have a rat that steals 1 pound of grain from a warehouse. But in the meantime, if you hire a cat that consumes 3 pounds of rice, to look after one cat that consumes 1 pound of rice, there's a cost-benefit analysis in that.
Yes.
So
I like the analogy of lawyers and cats here, that the lawyers are the cats.
Yeah, and also that the holistic approach by China. I often make analogy between the Western medicine and the Chinese traditional medicine. So one medicine I get engaged is Hep 8 from a Chinese way, and their ideology is that okay, I leave the bad cells aside instead of killing them right away, but I grow the good cells so that when they are able to grow stronger, they can overwhelm the bad cells by themselves. But interferon, on the other hand, I'm a Rambo, I'm going to kill all the bad guys, but your bullets also shoot the good guys in the liver. Okay. So for a harmonious society, meaning inclusive, but in the meantime, accommodative way, and that's where the Chinese Tao and the yin and the yang can be a countervailing force, but in the meantime, they can also be a mutually promoting force if you use them more wisely.
I have one final question. Chinese ethics, then, have an emphasis on relationships and long-term and so on. Can they survive in a transactional world? It seems the global commerce world is that I do a transaction with anybody who provides a cheap price, and I usually find them online. That's a different world than the kind of world, either in the United States or in China in the past, of relationships and doing business with companies that you knew. Can Chinese emphasis on relationships survive in a transactional world?
I think so, but in the meantime, on the premise, they also play by the rule. And I think Chinese people are smart people, they are quick learners. In many ways, even if they do not buy it in value, but they can understand the rules and play by the rules. And in the meantime, we cannot also discount the fact that the Chinese culture can have a strong disseminating influence over the counterparts they are dealing with over the years of history, from Silk Road to today's WTO, to today's APEC, Shanghai Cooperation Committee, and Trans-Pacific Partnership. The influence is really reciprocal. instead of a one way.
Thank you.